Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I have for you is episode 18 of my Football Manager 23 save with Bradford City. If you do go on to enjoy today's episode, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 600 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Don't forget as well to drop a comment in down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Now there was actually meant to be an episode on Sunday, but I simply just did not have the time to get it recorded, edited and uploaded in time, so I do apologise about that. I think going forward, Sundays I'm going to upload like a Pro Clubs clip of like a full match from one of my live streams over on Twitch. The link to my Twitch is down in the description down below because I just simply don't have enough time to be putting out 4 episodes of this every single week. I'll try and get one out every Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, and then if I can do Sunday, I will try and do that, but obviously if it doesn't happen, then I do apologise about that. Just so busy with having 2 other channels, a Twitch, college, all this sort of stuff at this moment in time that I might have to come down to 3 episodes a week rather than 4. But make sure you drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you are new as well, and let's get into it. So since you were last with us, then we had a 2-0 win away from home against Cheltenham Town, a 2-0 defeat at home to Blackburn Rovers. We then had a 2-0 win away at Coventry City, a 3-1 win away at Walsall in the Carabao Cup second round, a 1-0 win away at Reading. We had a 2-1 win at home to VVV Venlo in a friendly, a 2-1 win at home to Sunderland, a 2-0 defeat at home to Sheffield United before most recently beating Garforth 3-0 in a friendly. In today's episode then, we have Stoke at home in the Championship. They're currently 21st in the table, and we also have Wolves at home in the third round of the Carabao Cup. In terms of the Championship table, we're doing quite well at this moment in time, currently 10th in the table, just 2 points off the playoffs, and we are 7 points above the relegation zone, so we are in a very nice place at this moment in time. We have had a good start to the season. I think there has also been some transfer business as well. In terms of departures, Max McKnight has joined Tranmere Rovers on loan up for the remainder of the campaign. Still 2-star current ability, developing very nicely. He's obviously 6'4" as well, which is absolutely massive for a right back. He's gone there though. I don't think we got any money for him, but they are paying a little bit towards his wages. Colm Whelan has left the club on loan as well. He's gone out on loan to Bristol Rovers for the remainder of the campaign. We got £1,500 in terms of a loan fee for him. And I'm also pretty sure they're paying quite a lot of his wages, 83% of minutes played this month. Apparently they're not actually paying that much. Oh yeah, they're paying all of his wages, 100% of his wage, whether he plays or he doesn't. So that was good for us to get £3,400 a week off the wage bill. In terms of signings then, we have brought in Khan Benji on loan from Bayern Munich for the remainder of the campaign. Looks like a good player. Obviously 6'1", can play left back, can play centre back, can even play as a left wing back as well. Looks like a very nice player. Only on £2,000 a week as well, and a deal until the end of the season on loan. I think that's a very nice piece of business. We also managed to get Bradley Dyke over the line, £11,000 a week on a 3-year contract. 4-star current ability. Yes, he is on the decline very clearly, but he's done okay for us so far. 1 goal in 4 Championship appearances. Hopefully we can get a little bit more out of him. I think he's now our highest paid player. He's probably only going to be really here until the end of next season before he really starts to decline, because I can't see him seeing out the remainder of the 3 years, because he only would sign if we gave him a 3-year deal and made him the highest paid player. He's a good player, but we need to start seeing a little bit more quality in my opinion. We also managed to complete the signing of Callum Doyle on loan from Manchester City on loan for the remainder of the campaign. 6'3", he comes in, like I say, on loan. We're not paying any of his wages though, which is big news for us. We needed another centre-half option, and obviously Callum Doyle will provide that. 6'3", I think this is a very good signing. He's made 1 Championship appearance so far and done fairly well. Last season out on loan with Blackpool in the Championship, he averages 6.81 and played 39 matches. And the final signing then was Joe Hodge. He comes in on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Again, another option to play in that midfield. Looks like a very good play in terms of mentals, decent with his physicals as well. His technicals are okay, but he's going to come in and be more of a ball-winning midfielder. We're paying £5,250 a week towards his wages, so 100% of his wages. No loan fee paid though. Again, he was with Blackpool last season where he played 15 times, averages 6.79, and this is how we've been lining up for the majority of the season so far. We do obviously have the 5 loan players. Payne, Benji and Domain are the ones starting. Doyle and Hodge find themselves on the bench at this moment in time. Still got a fair decent amount of options as well. I don't think we're going to make any more signings. If we do, it'll probably be attacking midfielder, but I can't really see us demanding to go out there and get another player. I must say James Collins has been fairly underwhelming, and so has Josh Murphy, which is obviously not great. Let's get into the first game though of today's episode. I want to say it's at home to Stoke. Let's hope for 3 points. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's game at home to Stoke City. We've got Harry Lewis in goal, a back four of Payne, Fagan, Walcott, Byrne and Khan Benji. Thompson, who's going to be playing against his former club, in the midfield alongside the main. Hartman on the right. Walker comes in and starts on the left, and Bradley Dack is in behind Liam Cullen, who also comes in and starts this one. James Collins and Josh Murphy both drop to the bench alongside Patterson, Hodge, Doyle, De Silva and Johns. Obviously, Harry Chapman still not really recovered from his injury recently, and he has failed a fitness test. Only 45 minutes of action is all he'll be able to manage, so he's not involved in today's squad. Let's get into this game though against Stoke. We have had such a good start to the season that games like this don't really matter all too much. You know, any point that we gain from this position will be a good point, as long as we don't go and start losing 4-5 in a row. If we pick up one win in every 4 matches, you know, if we win 1, draw 1, lose 2, I think because of the start of the season that we've had, we'll have more than enough really to be staying up, and that is the aim for this season. The absolute minimum was just to avoid relegation, so if we can do that this season, that will be brilliant. They've got some very good players in there though. Dan Barlaser, Ryan Bertrand, Steve Cook, Nat Phillips. You know, they have got some very good players. They've even got Pele on the bench as well. Where on earth has that one come from? Harry Souttar has found himself on the bench. Alex Neil is still the Stoke manager, obviously. He is the manager in real life after leaving Sunderland. Walking out on Sunderland is what some would describe it. Let's get underway though for today's game. Fingers crossed we can get back to winning ways. Obviously disappointing last game against Sheffield United. You haven't seen a win yet in the Championship, so fingers crossed we can pick up our first on-camera win in today's game in the Championship. Let's get underway for it. Well, nearly 15 minutes in on today's game. Not a lot has really happened so far. I have noticed though how defensive Stoke are playing, considering, you know, they are the away team. They are going very defensive in today's game. 5 defenders, then 2 defensive midfielders, just leaving the 2 strikers and the attacking midfielder to try and work some magic. But we've got a free kick here. First highlight of the game. Dak picks it up here in a little pocket. Can he slip it through? Looking for Cullen. It's a poor pass though. It's bouncing around in the penalty area, and it's Liam Cullen on hand to poach it into the back of the net. It's really, really poor defending from Stoke. Originally, it was a poor ball through from Dak, but it's caused chaos amongst the Stoke defenders. It won't go down as an assist, but this poor pass here actually turned out to be quite a good pass as Spajic clears it into Phillips. Cullen taps home for his 3rd Bradford City goal. Giving him the nod in today's game, and he's rewarded me with a goal. Just less than half an hour on the clock. It's Bradford City 1 at Stoke City 0 as we look to try and get another one here. Reece Burke with a free kick. He finds Domain. He goes into Dak. Hartman now slots it through into Cullen. Can he get 2 in 2 minutes on that right foot of his? This time it's a big save from Bursic. You know, he's not really got too much of a right foot, to be honest with you. It's been a good start from us so far in today's game. We've completely controlled this one as Thompson will whip this free kick. Corner into the box. Easy catch though in the end for Bursic. We didn't really set up for our corner routine there. Up to 8th in the table, just 1 point off the playoffs. Imagine we go back to the Premier League. Approaching half-time, then Stoke come forward here, but it's well cut out by Reece Burke. Thompson goes all the way back to Harry Lewis, one of the few players who were here at the start of the save, who is still with the football club. I think is he the only one? Maybe Harry Chapman's the other one as well. Apart from that, I can't really think of anyone else who was here in Season 1. That's absolutely crazy to think, isn't it? Benji, though, on the ball here, on loan from Bayern Munich. He goes into Thompson against his former club. Interesting pass there. Domain finds Dak. He keeps it calm, though, and finds Reece Burke. Switch of play here in to Lewis Payne. Obviously, he was here in the 2nd season, I want to say. Hartman now. Ball into the box, looking for Cullen. Question marks of offside. Saved by the keeper in the end. 1 minute added on at the end of today's game, as you can tell by the commentary at the bottom there. West Brom taking the lead against Blackburn. Kiefer Moore's now at West Brom. Thompson ball in. Cleared away at the front post though by Lauren, and that will be the end of the highlight. Look at the statistics. We've absolutely battered Stoke in that first half. Brilliant first half performance. While we're not doing great in terms of player ratings, in terms of statistics, we're playing really well at this moment in time. 11 shots, 8 on target, 60% of possession. I can't really ask for much more. Maybe a second goal, though, would be nice, as Dak stands over this free kick. He shoots from it. That's going in. What a save that is from the keeper. That is a brilliant save from Bursic. We know Dak has got that quality in him. We just need to unlock that a little bit more consistently, as Thompson now finds himself on this corner. Left-footed in-swinger towards the front post. On this occasion, Hartman heads over. 51 minutes on the clock. Still 1-0 Bradford. Stoke on the ball here in the midfield. Laurent plays it into Fletcher. He goes into Cooper, driving into our penalty area here. Ball into the box. It's really, really easy there for Stoke just to carve us over. I think it's Tesgel with the shot in the end. Well held though by Harry Lewis. We've got a free kick in a good area here. Thompson crosses towards the back post, looking for Hartman. After a little bit of lag, that ball is cleared, and now Cooper will drive forward for Stoke. This way we've just got to take a tactical foul. Good defending though from the main. What a player he is. I absolutely love this man. Driving now down our left wing. Look at this surging run from Domain. Can he get a ball ball into the box. It's a great pass to find Walker. Can he finish? Yes, he can. The man is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. He's probably one of the best players at the club, and he's on about £1,200 a week. What a ball through into Tyler Walker. We carry on playing like this. We are going to be brilliant this season. Brilliant, though, from the main. Takes 3 players out of the game with that pass. Walker with the finish at the near post. Again, I've rewarded his brilliant play in the last couple of games with a start in this one. He scored in the game. It's Bradford City 2, Stoke City 0, and it's more than deserved. We've absolutely hammered them so far in today's game. We are not licking our wounds in this one. We are well and truly stepping our foot on the gas. We're here to make a real statement in the Championship. We're not here just to take part. We are here to be competitive, win every match possible, and we're looking to play out from the back once again here and maybe get a third. Benji now driving over the halfway line. Walker finds Bradley Dack. We know he's got the quality to pick that pass. He slots it through. Again, a poor pass from Bradley Dack, who's not having a great game. Walker now gives it away in a really, really poor area. Laurent driving forward here. He's got runners either side of him. Bayo in behind, shoots, and it's somehow gone over the bar. It's a brilliant recovery block in the end from Fagan Walcott. That all comes though from Dak losing the ball in a stupid area. Walker then not being strong enough to retain it. Barley's now with a corner. Right foot outswinger comes into the box, cleared away by Payne. I think set pieces we're going to be quite strong from this season because of the height we've got into this team. Well, with 65 minutes on the clock, I am now going to look to make some substitutions. I've got that game against Wolves in the back of my mind, so I don't want to be overworking all these plays if we don't really have to. Hartman is now going to drop into left back as a... Oh, he's actually not a very good left back. We'll play him as a complete wing back. We could do getting a winger on them. We'll get Murphy on that right-hand side. He can't really play on the right. He's more of a left winger, but he can do a job there for now. We're also going to get Patterson on in the midfield for... Wait, who's our other midfield option? Yeah, Hodge is going to come on for Thompson. Patterson is actually going to come on for Bradley Dack and play as an attacking midfielder in that role, as an advanced playmaker to be a little bit more specific. We're also going to get Callum Doyle on for Reece Burke, and then final change of the game, we are going to bring on Cull De Silva for... I mean, we might as well do it for Lewis Payne, to be honest with you. Just give De Silva some minutes. We should be fine to be able to see this game out. We'll play him as a defensive fullback, just so on that right-hand side, we do constantly have a bit of balance. We'll give him a bit of praise and hope they can see the game out. Free kick here for Stoke. Steve Cook sends a ball long into the channel looking for Fletcher. Harry Lewis is a little bit undecisive there, but Doyle, with his first touch of the game, sends it long. Bit of a poor clearance done. Stoke will come forward again. Spajic finds Cook again. Ball hammered forward. Doyle should have just seen that ball go out of play, but he heads it straight to Smith. Poor that from Doyle. Ball into the box. Bayo with a header just over the bar. Doyle really should have seen that go out for a goal kick. Run the clock down a bit. He chose not to and we nearly got punished. 15 minutes to go. Still 2-0. Hartman picks up the ball here and he finds Hodge on off the bench. He goes into Patterson. Bit of time for him to turn. Really, really poor pass. So he's got all the time in the world there. He's tried to force the pass far too much there. Spagic's now over the top looking for Fletcher. Wins the header. Bayo against Lewis. I mean, what even is that? What even is that? We've now put ourselves in a stupid position because Patterson gave the ball away in a terrible area. I've no idea what I've just seen there. We didn't really compete for the ball. They're clearly a team who are happy to knock it long. Fagan Walcott just completely lets Bayo run off of him. Lewis can't get there ahead of Bayo. He tucks it into the back of the net. A really, really frustrating, disappointing goal to concede at a stupid time. 4 minutes is added on at the end of today's game. It looks like we are going to be able to see this one out in the end. Really, really nervy last 10-15 minutes or so there. It does end though in a 2-1 win, more than deserved as well. We absolutely battered them, especially in that first half. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. Now, if we can back it up with a win against Wolves, that'll send out a real statement. I'm not really expecting too much from this game against Wolves. Any game that goes by and we win is obviously a bonus really for me at this point. But a big win there against Stoke. Let's back it up now with a win against Wolves in the Carabao Cup. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's Carabao Cup match at home to Wolves. We've got Harry Lewis in goal. A back three of Burke, Doyle and Benji. Payne and Hartman as the wing-backs. Domain and Thompson in the midfield. Bradley Dyke in the 10 with James Collins and Liam Cullen leading the line. We've got 9 options on the bench. Fagan Walcott, he's not really going to be available for this one. His fitness test is somewhere short of full fitness and should be monitored accordingly. So he's only really going to come on if we absolutely need him to. I'd rather him miss a Carabao Cup match and potentially we lose rather than he plays the match, he does his cruciate and he's out for 9 months. I don't want anything stupid like that to happen, so he's only going to come on as an absolute last resort. Alfie Kilgore will probably come on instead of him, but it's going to be a very, very tough game. I think Wolves are still obviously in the Premier League. They're going to have a very, very good team. If you have a look at there, Nelson Semedo, Connor Cody, Matheus Nunes, Lewis Cook's found himself there, Adama Traore, Goncalo Guedes, Eddie Nketiah, Fabio Silva, Hakim Ziyech has found himself on the bench with the number 6 shirt. I've no idea what's going on there, but They're a very, very good team. We're coming here just to try and play for a 0-0, really. If we nick a goal on the counter, that'll be very nice. Obviously, we have done fairly well in the cup competitions over the year, obviously. Probably be over 10 years on this game since obviously our famous win against Arsenal and Villa, and obviously losing in the final against Swansea City. But we are now underway for today's game. They're going with a 4-2-3-1, so it might mean that this game is a full press, which might not very suit us. Free kick here for Wolves. Cook with the ball into the box. Cleared away though by Reece Burke. It comes out here to Eddie Nketiah. He goes all the way back into Nelson Semedo. Connor Cody now picks it up on the half turn. Ball over the top looking for Guedes. Payne deals with that one. Only as far as Guedes though once again. Burke applying a bit of pressure. Collins wins the ball back though and he finds Cullen. Can we hit them on the counter attack here? Thompson finds Domain. He goes back into Reece Burke. We're happy just to keep the ball here. Burke now switches the play looking for Hartman. Brilliant pass that from Reece Burke. Hartman goes back into Benji. We don't really have the confidence to try and take them on 1v1, which I don't really mind, to be honest with you. Domain now in the midfield, loses out though to Cook, and he finds Eddie Nketiah. We cannot give this man room to shoot. Into the penalty area he goes, drags his shot wide on this occasion. It's the first real mistake I've seen from Domain all season. Throw in here for Wolves. Semedo finds, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that guy's name. I've no idea how you pronounce that. Nunes now finds Adama Traore. Back to Nunes. Dak does well to win the ball back off of him. Cullen now breaking forward down our left hand side. Not really got the pace to get away from Semedo though. He does eventually win the ball back. Connor Cody now here. A little bit of room to switch the play. Nice ball into Guedes. He cuts inside. Ball over the top looking for Nketiah. Question marks of offside. He shoots. Big save though from Harry Lewis. Delino's kept his flag down. He does flag for the corner kick. 6 minutes to go before half time. Good opportunity there for Wolves. Well saved though from Harry Lewis. Cook with the ball into the box, and that's a penalty kick. I don't really know why he's done that. Collins once again, Collins is going to cost us a goal. This man is an absolute imposter. What a shocking signing he's been. Penalty here for Wolves. It's the man whose name we can't pronounce, and Harry Lewis has saved it. It's a big save from England's number one. And with 5 minutes to go before half-time, that could prove absolutely massive in today's game. Somehow they've got a corner from that. That looked to me like it went out for a throw-in. Referee, get a hold of that, please. I'm not really too sure about your decision there, but 5 minutes to go before half-time, Harry Lewis comes up with a big penalty save on this occasion, and that should just about see us through to the half-time whistle. I think we've actually been quite good, to be honest with you. Thompson has once again... Is it Thompson? What's his name? Yeah, Jordan Thompson has once again picked up an injury. Is it quite a serious injury? What is it? Hampered by injury. It's a potential knee injury. We don't want that to get any worse. So Patterson's going to come on for him. It's obviously not ideal because Patterson's not the best option, but we cannot afford for Thompson to be out long term. It's fine if he misses out this one, like what I said about Fagan Walcott, but we can't see him miss out long term. Payne with a throw in here. He goes into Reece Burke, Patterson's first touch of the game. He goes first time into Domain looking for that killer through ball. Cook cuts that one out though on this occasion. Now Wolves will break, and Nketiah surely scores this one around Harry Lewis, off the post and in. It's a third goal of the season for Eddie Nketiah, and it's pretty straightforward, to be honest with you. Maybe we should have tried to play a little bit more deeper. It's just a simple ball at the top. It's a great finish on this occasion. He's already missed one big chance in today's game. He's not going to need many more than that. I mean, we've not really tracked him, not really marking too tightly. Doyle's nowhere to be seen. Benji can't quite keep up with him. Lewis has done his best so far in today's game, to keep it at 0-0, but Eddie Nketiah makes it Bradford City 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, and it's completely deserved. They absolutely deserve that. They've absolutely battered us so far. Well, with 65 minutes on the clock, I'm now going to look to make some more substitutions. Collins has been absolutely shocking, so he's going to come off for Tyler Walker. We're also going to swap them two over now, play Walker as the advance forward, Cullen as the pressing forward as well. I mean, we don't really want to bring Fagan Walker on if we don't have to. Cole De Silva is going to come on for... Lewis Payne's actually having quite a good game, so we're going to bring him on for Burke and drop Lewis Payne into the back three. We're also going to bring on... we'll bring Alfie Kilgore on for Benji, play him in the centre, because like I say, we've not really got anything to lose at this point, so it doesn't really matter all too much. And then final change of the game, we're going to bring Harry Chapman on for Bradley Dack, who once again, Bradley Dack is not impressed whatsoever. He's dropped another 6.5. Harry Chapman's going to come on, play as a shadow striker. We've got nothing to lose at this point, so fingers crossed the boys can go out there, give us a performance to be proud of in the last 20 minutes, and maybe try and nick a goal. As we approach additional time in today's game, 3 minutes is added on. It is going to end Bradford City 0, Wolverhampton Wolverhampton Wanderers won. We've pretty much, I mean, I'm not going to say we matched a Premier League team there. Like, they did well and true, they deserved the win, but I don't think we've performed horrendously there. You know, we've created a decent amount of chances, while not really many resulted in a highlight. We have done fairly well in that one. Thompson is going to be out for 9 days with a twisted knee. It could have been a lot worse, so he's going to miss the next couple of matches, but not the end of the world. I think overall it's been a pretty successful episode. If we win our game in hand, we could move into the playoffs as well. We're in a very good position at this moment in time. We're currently 7 points above the playoffs as well, which is brilliant to see. I'm going to leave it there though for today's video. If you have enjoyed watching, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 600 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Thank you all for watching today's video. Have a good rest of your day, and I shall see you all tomorrow for another episode. Peace.